everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to go through all of my cheek products. I've got highlighters, blush and bronzers and also face palettes here. So I'm going to do like I did with my face-based products. I'm just going to go through everything. It might be more of a collection, but I will be decluttering some items because I do have too many products here and they don't fit on the screen, and I do want to cull it a little bit because I definitely know which ones that I like and which ones that I just don't like. So let's get through it. I think I'm going to start with blush because I think that's the biggest one, and I think that's the one where I can make some good damage. All right, so here we are. I don't even think you can see it all in front of you. It's like this, there we go. Is this everything? I feel like I had more, but this might be everything. Okay, so let's start with, maybe let's start with cream first. So let me just move all of the powders. All right, so I think these are all of my cream blush. So let me just roll up my sleeve because I imagine I'm going to be swatching. All right, so I've got a Phase Zero blush here. This is a really nice coral peachy color, and I'm going to keep this because I honestly don't have a lot of cream blush this color. So this one I'm going to keep straight away. It blends in nicely and I do enjoy that one. So that one is definitely staying. This one I'm almost done with. This is a ColourPop Super Shock cheek, and it is the shade Prenup. And you can see I have barely anything left. So I'm keeping that because I do want to finish that. This one I'm also keeping. This is the Kiss and Smink blush in Tulum. It is absolutely stunning. Probably one of the prettiest cream blushes I own. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. So this one I'm definitely keeping. I do enjoy it. Then I've got this one. This is Rimmel Royal Blush in the shade Majestic Pink. I picked this up because Make Me Up Missa really liked the Royal Blush, but she had the more orangey one, and this is the only one that I saw in store. Honestly, I'm going to declutter this one. I don't enjoy it. It's far too pink for me, and I don't know, it's just not something that I've been enjoying the last few months because I have had it in my Shop My Stash. So this one is a declutter. Then I've got this one. This is the Lip and Cheek Bum Bum from Deli Plus. This is stunning. I am not getting rid of this. It is so beautiful. So beautiful. So this one is definitely staying in my collection. It's very similar to that one from Kiss and Smink. Actually, let me just swatch these two. I think they're quite similar. Yeah, this one's a little bit more reddish. I'm going to keep both of them. They are very similar. I didn't realize they were so similar, but definitely keeping both of those because I do enjoy that. These two I'm going to get rid of. So this was a liquid lipstick from Lime Crime, and I put it, it's the Red Velvet. I put it in my blush drawer thinking I would get more use out of it, and since I've done that, I have not. I'm going to be getting rid of this. I just haven't been enjoying it. Also going to get rid of this. This is the Lord and Berry Crayon Blush. It's just a faff. It actually is a pretty nice color. It's a really nice pinky mauve, and you can kind of sheer it out. But I don't know how to, I do know how to use it, but I don't like using it. I mean, I don't want to draw on my cheeks with a pen. So this one is going, and then this one is staying. This is my MAC Go Play blush, one of my favorite blushes in my collection, and I am not getting rid of this one at all. It is a very nude blush, and I don't have a lot of nude tone blushes, and I really enjoy the colors. So this one, so I did okay. I'm keeping 5 cream blushes, one of which will almost be ready and gone. So technically I'm only really going to have 4, and I'm getting rid of 3, technically only 2. This one was a lip product, but I'm getting rid of these 3. So where do I start with this? Okay, let's see. There's a lot in here that I really like, and then there's some that I'm just iffy, but I feel bad about getting rid of. So let's start with, it's hard to do this, right? I feel like I need to start with the ones I'm definitely keeping, right? So I think I'm definitely going to be keeping this one. This is the NYX Sweet Cheeks. This is the glowy one in the shade Daydream. It is absolutely stunning, and I've been really enjoying this recently in my Shop My Stash. So it is just divine. So I'm definitely, you know, I like this. I like, oh my gosh, that is so gorgeous. Wait, let me just move all this so I can have my swatching area. Ooh, it's so pretty. I have to keep this. It is so stunning. Obviously, it is very, very shiny. It's more of a cheek topper, but I do like to use it as just a one layer blush, and that one is staying. Next up, I am going to be keeping my MAC blush. This is the Fairly Precious Extra Dimension blush, and this is new to me. I got this in September, and it is absolutely stunning. And again, another beautiful peachy color, but this is a lot more peach than the other one, which had a lot of pink to it. This is kind of a neutral peach. Oh, beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, let's see. What else is like a favorite of mine? This one from Nabla is a favorite of mine. This is a skin glazing in the shade Truth. This is stunning. And again, a very similar color to those other two. Oh shoot, I just dug my finger in there. Okay, never mind. Look at that. That's just like the NYX one. I'm keeping it, I have to. Okay, next up, I really like the glowish one. This is the shade this is the shade Caring Coral. I really wanted to try the deeper shade. This is sort of the middle one, but it's still very beautiful. And again, it is that peachy pink color that I really like, so I'm keeping that. As opposed to those other ones that I've just watched, that one is a lot less shiny. It's a little bit more matte, even though it is the glowish line from Huda Beauty. It's really not that glowy, so I do like it, and I don't think it would be too much to keep all four of those so far, because they all kind of look the same. But I think because the finish is different, I'm going to keep it. Okay, next I've got these from Colourpop. I think these are my only Colourpop ones in here. So I've got this one, which is Petal Pusher. I think this is one that I almost decluttered in my last declutter, and I actually think, I don't know, do I want to keep this? It's a really beautiful spring color. Yeah, I'm going to keep that for now. This is going to be a maybe, just simply because I don't think I have a lot of blush that look like that. I think the only one would be Night Bloom. So let's just swatch it with Night Bloom, because Night Bloom is extremely similar to that. I've actually used Night Bloom more. So Night Bloom is a lot more subtle, actually. Yeah, oh wow. So Night Bloom is way more subtle, and this is way more pink. But look, they're very similar, so I really shouldn't keep both of them. I think I'm going to keep Night Bloom because it's a little bit more interesting. This leans a little bit too pink for me. So I was going to declutter this in the last round, and I didn't, and I haven't really reached for it, and I think it's time to say goodbye. So this is the Petal Pusher, and I think this is from the Lilac You A Lot, but I think out of these two, Night Bloom would have been much nicer in the Lilac You A Lot. So I'm keeping Night Bloom. It's actually older Night Bloom as well. Oh, here I go again. Do I really want to get rid of this? Or should I keep it? Okay, let me think about that. Oh my gosh, I was like deja vu. This one I'm keeping. I like this one. This is another coral color, but it is a matte. It's not shimmery at all, and I think it's like a very neutral one as well. Maybe neutral leaning peach. Yeah, definitely keeping that. You see my shirt, it says very merry. Very merry. Anyway, moving on. All right, I see a lot of peach here too. Okay, before we get into this peach madness, let's go through these shades, because I don't think I like these shades. This is the Milani Petal Primavera. I'm not sure I care for this. I'm a little bit iffy about it. I don't know. Let me try it again. Oh, do I like that? You know what? I never reach for this. I'm going to say goodbye to this. I do not like it. Okay, next up we have this one. This is from Lancome. It is the Blush Subtle Blushing Treasure. This is, oops, this is going to be very similar to those first ones that I swatched. It is a shimmery coral, delicious color. And I have not been able to get rid of this. It's getting old, but look, it's still stunning. I have to keep this. I have to keep it. This one is from Essence. It is the Blush Lighter. I almost got rid of this sometime last year, or maybe this year, but I actually enjoyed it this year. It's quite a nice, subtle blush, and it leans a little bit more on that peachy side. And to be honest, I think I'm going to keep that one as well. Okay, next up, I've got this blush. This is from Kiko Milano. This is the Lovely Mauve. I'm going to say goodbye to this. It is so beautiful. It's so stunning, but I don't like it. I don't enjoy it, and it's wasted on me, unfortunately. So this one I am going to say goodbye to. It's also very dry. It's a really, really dry formula, and as much as I love the compact and think it's absolutely gorgeous, I don't enjoy the color. Does it look that different from everything I've saved? No, not really, but you know, I think I have to just be honest with myself. I don't like this. I don't know what it is about it, but I'm going to say goodbye to this, which really, really upsets me. Then I've got this. This is a duo from Ofra. This is the Snuggle Up Blush and Highlighter. I use both of them, but I just thought let's just talk about it while I'm looking at the blush. I'm going to keep this. I've actually really enjoyed it this year. The highlighter is really beautiful, but the blush in particular is quite nice. So I am going to be, oh, is the blush nice? It's like no swatch there. Again, it's like that peachy color, and I really, really enjoyed it. And this is a beautiful highlighter. So yeah, this blush is not swatching very nicely, but it actually is really nice on the cheeks. So this one I'm keeping as well. Okay, I've thought about it, and I'm going to be getting rid of the Petal Pusher. There's just no point me keeping it. I'm getting rid of some other nice things. I'm going to keep the Night Bloom because I don't have any other blush like this, and I kind of prefer this color. It's a little bit more interesting than the Petal Pusher, so this one I'm going to be keeping. Then I've got another Phase Zero, but this is a powder. So if you remember, I had a cream Phase Zero, but this is also sort of the powder form. This is Making Moves. The other one was Arabian Nights. I don't think I said what it was, but this is beautiful. This is like a beautiful, again, coral peachy shimmer, delicious blush. So I'm keeping that one. Okay, in terms of like a mauvey blush, I think this is the only one that I have left, and I'm going to be keeping it. It is the Revlon Mauvelous, and this one I would like to hit pan on actually next year, and if I don't get much progress on it, then I think I will end up decluttering it, but I'm just trying to show you there's a little bit of a dent, and I would like to be able to hit pan on this. And I don't really have any other color like this at the moment in terms of a powder blush. So I'm going to keep this one. Oh, am I going to keep this one? I did say I wanted to pan this. It is so patchy. You know what? I'm going to get rid of it. I don't like it. I'm going to get rid of it. I'll just have to pan a different blush this next year, because why keep something that is not as pretty as everything else? Okay, this one I have. This is from Ofra again. I've never tried this. This is called a blusher, and it is, what is it called? I guess it's just called blusher. It is, yeah, the Blush Bronzer Duo Compact in the shade Unit. It's just very dark looking. I have not swatched this. Let's just swatch this. This looks, ooh, actually this looks pretty. Oh, that is really pretty. And then the bronzer I've been really worried about. Actually, the bronzer doesn't look too bad. I'm going to keep this. I have two of these because I received two boxes from the Cohorted, and they had two Ofra boxes. So I actually have a duplicate of this. So I will pass that one along, but I think I'll keep this one and I'll play around with it this year and see if I can make it work. It is a bit deep, but maybe it will be a really nice summer one for me. So let's just keep that one. This I'm going to keep because I really enjoy it. This is the Yes Love Blush Palette, and it is, again, a beautiful coral that I really love. Look at that. I have like 5 other blushes that do that, but I love it so much, I'm keeping it. Right, last few. Okay, this one I'm keeping. This is a really beautiful neutral blush. So this is Shadow of the Earth. And when I say neutral, I mean it's kind of leaning more peachy, but I think this is really beautiful. This is Kiko Milano, and yeah, this is definitely a more neutral blush for me, but I really like it. It almost leans a little bit brown. It's like a browny, orangey peach. Love it. So I'm keeping that. Okay, and then this one's also from Kiko Milano. This is the Tuscan Iris. I really enjoy this. I like going into the lighter shade sometimes because it does pull a little bit yellow, and I don't have many blush that do that. So that is really light, but then otherwise I can swatch it all around and I get this really beautiful, again, very subtle neutral shade, and I like that. I like it. You can't really see it much, but I actually really like this. So I'm going to keep that. And then I have these. I might get rid of this Lottie London one. This is the shade Haze. It is really beautiful, but I feel like I have this shade over and over again, and I don't think this is special enough for me to keep. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty though. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so pretty. Let me just compare this. I just want to compare it to the Glowish because I think the Glowish is very similar, but it doesn't have the same impact. So that's the Glowish. Yeah, they're very similar. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the Lottie London because the Glowish basically does the same thing, and I do appreciate it better. All right, and then the last two, I don't think I'm gonna get rid of these two. So this is from May, and this is the Coral Blusher Sunkissed with Highlighter. I really love this because this is very orange, and I don't have, I mean, all of my blush are pretty orange, but I think this is the most vibrant orange that I have. That's like a pure sort of terracotta orange, and I like that. I also think the highlighter is pretty nice. It's not your everyday highlighter, but I think it's pretty, so I'm definitely keeping this. And then I've got this e.l.f. one, and I'm going to be keeping this one because this is my only true yellow blush. So if I just swatch it out for you, I just think it is a really beautiful yellow blush, and the highlighters are very nice as well. So this is a really nice, this is the Cantaloupe one, and this is the only one that I picked up. They made quite a lot of these cheek duos, but I only picked up that one, and I'm very happy that I did because it's just a little bit unique in my collection. All right, so I think that's everything for blush where like it's single compact. I do have more blush in face palettes, which we'll go through in this video, but I am going to be keeping all of these, which is, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 compacts. And I'm going to be getting rid of 5. Is that a lot? I don't know. I mean, this one hurts me just simply because I bought it this year and the compact is so beautiful and the blush itself is just so stunning. I just don't like it and I don't wear it, and I've never enjoyed wearing it. And I have tried. I've tried it in my Shop My Stash. I've actually given this a lot of wear throughout the year, and I just don't enjoy it. This one, I almost decluttered it last time. It's so similar to the Night Bloom. I like the Night Bloom, and so why should I keep this? I haven't used it. Lottie London's just very similar to some other blushes that I have, so it's not special enough. This one I wanted to pan this year, but honestly, I've just changed my mind. It is pretty patchy. It always has been patchy on me, and I think I'm just going to get rid of it. And then the Milani one, I just don't think I like Milani as a brand, to be honest. I have yet to find a product from Milani that I absolutely love. So I'm going to say goodbye to this. I just don't like the color. It's just not that peachy color that I enjoy. It's a little bit too pinky mauve for me. And I think what it comes down to is I don't enjoy pinky mauve blush. And I realize that now. So that is good to know. So yeah, I'm going to get rid of 5. So that is all that. Let's go to highlighters. All right, so these are all my single highlighters. I do have highlighters and face palettes, but as I said with the blush, we will go through those separately. So let me start with liquid highlighter because I don't really have too much. All right, so straight away, I do have 3 of the ColourPop Super Shock highlighters. These ones I'm trying to pan. I have 2 that I'm almost done with. This is the one called Manifest That. So this is going to be one that I'm going to pan this year. And then I also have this one, which is in Coasting. And again, I would like to pan this, complete it this year. And then I do have the new Hocus Pocus one that came out this year, which is more of that limey color, which is very interesting. Definitely don't have as much use out of this one. This is called Find the Book, and it's very beautiful, but yeah, brand new to me. So those 3 already I'm keeping. Then we have these. So I've got some liquid highlighters here. I think I'm going to get rid of all of these. Oh no, this is not liquid highlighter. What am I talking about? I think I'm going to get rid of all of them but 1, or maybe 2. Maybe I'll get, actually, yeah. So I only have 4 liquid highlighters left in my collection. Actually 3, and then this is a stick. This is a cream. I'm going to be saying goodbye to this. It's all broken, and I just don't feel like I'm ever going to pan it. I've never really enjoyed it, and the reason I kept it is because Ruth, she loved it and she was panning it, and I thought, okay, well, maybe I could do it, and I just can't. It's the Maybelline Master Strobing Stick, and I just don't think I can ever use it. I don't enjoy it. I don't like the application. So that one is saying goodbye finally, because I feel like I've had that for a really long time. I think I'm also going to be saying goodbye to this. I feel like somebody else could use this. This is the Bella Pierre Golden Glow Liquid Highlighter. I just don't like to use liquid highlighters. I just find them a faff. And this one's very gold, and it's quite rare that I would really want to use a highlighter that is this shade. It's beautiful, but it's just too much for me. That just doesn't go with my skin tone. So that one I'm going to say goodbye to. And then I think I'm going to keep the Do You in the shade Clad, because this is really beautiful, and I did use it just in my recent Get Ready With Me of all my neglected makeup, and it ended up looking pretty, and I don't mind that it has a doe foot application. I find that a little bit easier to use. And it's pretty, and it's like this icy pink. So that one I'm going to be keeping. And then I don't know what to do about this one. This is Rimmel Insta Strobing highlighter. Let me just have a look at this, because I remember this didn't look so bad, and it just, if you blend, it's like, it could be like a beautiful primer. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm going to be keeping this. Okay, so I'm going to keep actually these 2, because I can kind of see myself wear this in the summer, because it is not as gold as that Bella Pierre one. So yeah, I'm going to be keeping that one. Okay, so out of those, I'm keeping my 3 Super Shocks and then these 2 liquids, and I'm getting rid of my stick Master Strober and also my liquid highlighter here. Not so bad, but let's see if we can do better. All right, so these are all of my powder highlighters. And I thought I had more than this, but maybe I don't. I do have a lot in face powders, but I thought I had more than this. Okay, so let's see. What am I going to do? I think I'm going to keep this Catrice because I really do enjoy it. This is, what is the shade? More Than Glow. I guess it's just the More Than Glow. I don't know. I think it's blocked the name, the packaging. But I think this is probably, yeah, this is in the 10 shades. It might be the lightest shade, or like the champagne-y shade. Wait, hold on, let me move everything so I can have my swatching moment. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping that. It's a beautiful, beautiful gold champagne. And then I'm also going to keep this other Catrice one because I've really enjoyed it, and I think it's a beautiful inner corner. This is the Advent Beauty Gift Shop Mini Powder Highlighter in Lilac Frozen Glow. It's not very lilac-y, actually. I wonder why it's called lilac, but this is very beautiful. It's just a little bit more of a white base than that other one, which is more gold and champagne. but still absolutely stunning. The shine on these is really beautiful, so I'm keeping both of those. I'm also going to be keeping my Nabla Ozone. This is gorgeous. I will not get rid of this. It is too stunning to get rid of. Just tried it this year and it's just beautiful. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is stunning. I'm keeping that one. I'm going to be keeping this for sentimental reasons. I panned this and used it up so much, and then I decided not to finish it. I just like to keep it in my collection because I said this in my last declutter, I think. I'm waiting for them to relaunch this in a beautiful new packaging. They do have this. This is the Whisper of Guilt. I could repurchase this, but it's in the black packaging and I don't like the black packaging. This was a Christmas special and I just want to have a nice compact. So I'm not going to buy that until I have another packaging that I can buy. But it's a beautiful highlighter. I really, really obviously enjoyed it. You can see, and that's actually the second one that I've finished. And then I've got this one from Beauty Bay. This is a glaze. And I'm kind of torn with this one because I thought this one was definitely one that I was going to declutter, but then I've been using it in my Shop My Stash recently and it is beautiful, and so I don't know. It kind of won me over, and so it got to stay. Actually, hold on, this is like blocking the view. I'm so sorry. Let me just move that. So I'm going to put that in a maybe for now. Okay, I don't know. Is there anything I can get rid of, to be honest? I don't know. This one is beautiful. This is Kiko Milano Light of Venus. Came to me broken, but it is the most beautiful highlighter in my collection, I think. And I don't really care if it's broken. It is absolutely stunning. So that one I'm definitely keeping. And I have the broken remnants in here, so I'm just going to push that to the side. Okay, I have a pink highlighter here from DLS. I like this, and actually I think I'm going to keep it because I don't have any other pink highlighter like this. It's a lot of fun. You can see it obviously has that high shine, but if you, in the right light, you do see quite a bit of lilac-y pink. I think it's very much fun, and I'm going to be keeping that because I do enjoy that. All right, I've made up my mind. I'm going to declutter this. It just doesn't bring me joy. I'm looking at all the other highlighters and they are bringing me joy when I look at them. This one gives me annoyance because I didn't like it for the longest time, and yes, I made it work for me in my recent Shop My Stash, but do I want something that just simply is a faff to work with, or do I want something that's absolutely gorgeous and I know I love? And this is a declutter after all, so I'm actually going to get rid of this. I do want to cut down my inventory somewhat, so I think I need to say goodbye to that. And I'm also going to be saying goodbye to this. This is from Odin's Eye. It is the Veil of the Future Mesmerizer. And I got this in mystery box. I just don't like it. It is so shimmery, shiny, and gold. I just don't like it. It has sparkles to it, and it has hard pan, and it's just not for me. The impact is just not even there either. So I'm going to say goodbye to that one as well. This is a hard one for me because this is another one that I said I wanted to pan this year, or like get more use out of, and obviously I have hit pan in it. It's a weird formula. It's like a putty formula. It's really beautiful though, but do I need to keep it? It's pretty old. It is pretty though. It's got like pink to it. It's got gold to it. Yeah, actually, I'm going to keep it. I do like it. Every time I swatch it, I'm like, oh, that is pretty. I just think the compact is pretty ugly. Okay, then I have my two Beccas. I'm really torn on these because they're pretty expensive, but I honestly don't love them. So I've got the Prismatic Amethyst here, and I bought this because it was so gorgeous. Let's be real. But as an actual highlighter, I don't really think I enjoy it. I think it's too white-based. There's just it's just too white-based for me. You can kind of sheer it out, but then it's still it still has that white base to it. There's nothing wrong with it. I just wish I hadn't bought it. So I don't know. And then I have the Champagne Pop, which again, there's nothing wrong with this one, but I don't love it. And I got it because of the hype. And I just wanted to know why it was so good, or everybody loved it. And I mean, it's still very beautiful. Kind of reminds me of that Catrice one, the first one that we just swatched, because that one also had a champagne color. So let me just put them side by side. Okay, so the Catrice is a little bit more white based. So we've got Champagne Pop and then the Catrice right here. But they are extremely similar. Yeah, the Champagne Pop is definitely more gold now that I look at it down here. Prismatic looks really pretty. I'm going to keep the Prismatic. Champagne Pop, I just wish I hadn't bought, to be honest. I know I said in my recent Get Ready With Me with regret items, or like items that I've neglected, I think I mentioned, oh, do I regret buying this? And I don't think I said I do, but I think I do, to be honest, for both of these. I just don't. I think when you spend more money on something and it's a little bit disappointing, I think that's when I'm like, ugh, even though it's a beautiful item, that's why I'm a bit iffy on it. I will keep them for now because I'm not ready to part with them. I do think they're beautiful, and yeah, I'm going to keep them for now, but they might not last the whole year. And then I have these two left. So I've got the Soda. This is the Holding On To You from Frozen 2. This is beautiful. It's not my favorite, but it is beautiful. Right? I think it's pretty decent. So I'm going to be keeping that. It is newer to me. And then this is brand new. I haven't even swatched this. This is, again, from Ofra, and this is the All of the Lights compact. And it's one of these that has, I think, 4. Actually, it's got, yeah, 4 different shades to it. So I think I'm going to be keeping this just to try it out. But I do have a lot of Ofra in my collection. So I don't know. Actually, let me just swatch this because this looks really, oh no, this is pretty. Yeah, that's pretty. I'm going to keep it. I have to use it before I declare it. Okay, so that one I am keeping. All right, so out of my highlighters, I am keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 because obviously this doesn't really count because it's part of this one. So I'm keeping 11 highlighters and I am saying goodbye to 2. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm trying to be realistic. I don't want to just get rid of items just to get rid of them. I pay for all of this stuff myself, so, you know, it is what it is. Let's move on to bronzers. Okay, so I knew I forgot a blush. This is from Bella Pierre. This is a loose powder blush in the shade Amaretto. I actually recently tried this in a Get Ready With Me, and I thought it was really nice. So before we move on to bronzers, I just wanted to share this with you. If you didn't watch that video, oh, is this going to show up? Maybe not. I think my hand is like, no more swatching, I can't take it anymore. But it actually is a really nice neutral blush, and it wasn't so bad. So I'm going to be keeping it, play around with it a little bit more. Obviously I've only used it the once, but I'm not ready to part with this. This was one that I thought I was going to say goodbye to, but when I did that video I realized I can't because actually it's a really nice color. So this one I am keeping in my blush too. Alright, so these are all of my bronzers. I don't have a huge selection of bronzers because I just don't like buying bronzers all that much. I do have a few in face palettes though, so we'll get through those after. Actually, I have this one here as well, although I don't really consider it a bronzer. Let's talk about this one. So this is the Kiko Milano in the shade Warm Honey. Yeah, right. There's no pigment to this. So I'm actually going to be moving this into my pressed powders because there's literally no pigment to it. It's like a pressed powder. It is not a bronzer, even if I just go to the bronzer side. Do you see how much I swatched? Nothing. So I'm going to be putting this into my my pressed powders. It is just not a bronzer for me, but I just can't get myself to get rid of it. If I can use it as a pressed powder, it actually is not that bad. I used that the other day and it worked fine. So this one I'm going to be keeping, but just in a different category. And then let's go in, let's just do my, I don't have too many creams, but let's do creams first. All right, so these are all of my creams. I have the ABH. This is the shade Amber. I've always said this is my favorite cream bronzer. I think I've changed my mind just simply because I think it's a really good cream bronzer for the spring, summer me. Not so much the winter, because I've been using it in my Shop My Stash recently, and the shade is a little bit too orange for me at this point. It is something that I would like to get a lot of use out in the next year, because obviously as a cream item, it is going to go bad, and it is my oldest cream item bronzer at the moment, so I do want to put a good dent in it this upcoming year, but it's not my favorite, just simply because of the shade. I like a more neutral bronzer. This one is very neutral. This is from Sosu Jackson. It's the Contour Cool. I really like it. It's nice. It's a really, really neutral contour color and works great for me. So that one is really creamy. You can blend it out. And then I have the Milk one as well in the shade Baked. I don't like this one as much. It's a little bit stiffer, but those two are very similar in color. And you know what? I'm happy to have both of those. I do actually like having bronzers as a stick form. I think it's kind of easy. I feel like this Milk one is just a tiny bit more, I don't know, orange based? I don't know. Anyway, and then I've got the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the new one, the Beautiful Skin Sunkissed Glow Bronzer. I think this is one of my favorites that I have. I've only got 4, so like it can't be that hard. But this is really beautiful. This is very cool. You can see it's even more cool than those other two. So these two, actually, I didn't even realize it was cooler than that one. That is very cool. This is the shade, what shade is this? This is the Fair. This is the lightest shade that you can get. Very cool tone. I didn't even realize that. But yeah, I really like those. And I might as well swatch the ABH since I'm here. But this is Amber. And this wasn't the lightest one. I think this is kind of the medium one. And you can see it's more of that yellow orange base, like the Milk one. But yeah, just a little bit more, I don't know, warm tone, I guess, than the rest. The Milk one and that one actually look pretty similar. But I'm keeping all 4 of these. I like them. I don't think that there's anything wrong with them. So I'm not going to get rid of anything. I just wanted to show you what I have in terms of cream. Okay, and then I've only got these bronzers. I didn't realize I have so few bronzers left. But as I said, I do have a face palette with some bronzers. Okay, out of these, am I going to get rid of anything? I don't know. I don't know about this one. This is the Warm Melange from Kiko Milano. It is pretty, but do I like it enough to keep? It's pretty lightweight. It's a very yellowy orange tone. Let me just swatch some of these out. This is the Essence Hello Good Stuff one, the Matte and Glow. This one works pretty well. It's a lot more neutral. I don't know, I feel like, look at this. I just swatched it and look, it's all coming apart. I'm not sure I like the formula of this one. I feel like it's going. Yeah, I'm going to say goodbye to this one. Look at it. It's just like an absolute mess. So this one, the Essence Hello Good Stuff, I'm going to say goodbye. It like made a mess everywhere. All right. And then I've got the Kinda Beauty Kind Bronze. And this one I think I like. Oh, see, my hand is wet now, so it's not going to swatch properly. This is a really neutral. Yeah, this is neutral. I like it. I'm still thinking about this Kiko one, so I haven't moved that. Oh, I love this one. This is my favorite. This is the Dune in the Skin Blazing from Nabla. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bronzer. Beautiful, beautiful. I don't know if you can see that. I just love the color. I love it. I love it. This is a mess, this one, but I do like it. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping the Nabla. Okay, this Ofra one. I really want to hit pan. You can kind of start seeing the rings. Look at that. You can see the rings. This is the Bronzer Americano. It's a little bit too... Actually, it's pretty right there. It's not that dark. It's very shiny. It's a good summer one. What does it look like next to the Kiko one? The Kiko one is not shiny, but they have a very similar color. Oh, it's interesting. I didn't realize that this one wasn't so dark. It looks really dark. Okay, I'm going to keep both of these. So far I've got 2 more sort of neutral cool tone ones and then 2 sort of lighter summery ones. And then I have these 2. This is Technique Shimmer Bronze, and I do like this. And this, again, you can see the waffling on this one. So this one I would like to hit pan on, to be honest, because I just feel like I'm going to. And this is a really nice cool tone. Yeah, definitely keeping that one. I do enjoy that one. And then this was the only one that I have questions on. It's the Essence Sun Glow Natural Glow. And it did have a nice sort of emboss, but it's all gone. And just see, is this worth keeping? It kind of is doing that same thing that the other Essence is doing, where it seems like it's old and yeah, I think I'm going to say goodbye to this as well. I don't like the way that it's going everywhere. I don't know. I think maybe they've gone bad. I don't know. I just don't feel like the powder is the same as it used to be. So that's interesting for me. I'm going to get rid of these 2, which are both from Essence. And then I'm keeping 5, which I think is really good number. Plus this one, but it's going in my powders. All right, so these are my face palettes, and some of these are just highlighters, some of them have both, some of them are just bronzy, I don't know, let's just go through it. So I've got this Douglas one. This is a highlighting palette. It's the All Glow highlighting palette, doesn't really say anything else. It's got 6 highlighters in it, and I do enjoy this. I really do like it. I think this is a really nice bronzer, and this is a really beautiful blush, and then you've got some really nice highlighters. So this one I am definitely keeping. I'm also going to be keeping my Natasha Denona Bronze Cheek because I would like to make more of a dent in it. I did hit pan in this shade this year, would like to hit pan in this. This is actually not a bad bronzer, and this is okay as a highlighter. It's not my favorite, but I definitely like these 2, and I want to get some more use out of it since they are cream, and I like the formula, so I'm going to be keeping this one. This one I've been working on all year long. It's the Electric Mood from e.l.f. I did finish the bronzer this year. I also finished the highlighter. This is a different highlighter. This is a highlighter that I depotted. And then I've been working on the 2 blush that were in here originally, and I hit pan in this, and I have yet to hit pan in this one. I'm going to be keeping it because I would like to finish it. I think the blush really nice, and I do like this highlighter. And for me, I kind of just want the challenge of finishing this. So this one is staying. I also have this one from Revlon. This is pretty new to me. This is the Galaxy Dream. It's another highlighting palette, and I think this is a lot of fun. I do like this, and I have recently tried it. You've got a green one, a blue one. This one's more of your like pinky one, and then you've got more of your your yellow tone one. Really, really nice holographic highlighters. Then I've got my Ofra Glow Up highlighter. And I have to be careful with this because my son picked it up and it fell, and the actual lid of the compact broke off and snapped off, but I did super glue it on. So I think it's okay now, but I have to be careful with it. But you do get all of these highlighters in here, and I have been really enjoying this one in particular recently, which I think is the shade, oh, that's nice. Wow, look at that. You just go back in there, will you? I don't know. That must have been from when he was playing with it. It did drop and smash on the floor. Okay, anyway. I think this is Star Island, but I did swap these out, I think probably a year ago, and I might have put them in the wrong spot, so I don't really know. But I like this. I think it's nice to have, so I'm going to be keeping that. And then I've got my Belgian Waffle from BH Cosmetics. I really love the bronzers in here, so I'm going to be keeping that. These are very nice bronzers for me. I really like this one, and I really want to hit pan in them, and I'm starting to see the lines underneath, so that will be fun if I can hit pan in those. This one's a little bit deep for me, but I'm sure I can start working on it. Don't use this shade, but these highlighters are okay, so I do like this, and I'm going to be keeping that. This is also a newer one for me. This is the Sculpt Power from W7. It's a Benefit dupe, and I really like it. I like the bronzer. The bronzer is really nice. I love this blush. You get a cheek a topper blush here and a highlighter. I love it actually. I think it's really nice. And then I have my last one is this Peachy from She Glam, and this is a Huda Beauty dupe. I don't remember the compact, but it looks just like one of the Huda Beauty ones. You get one cream and then 2 highlighters and a blush, and I would like to hit pan in this. I think the waffling is starting to show, and I would love to hit pan on it. So this is one that I'm also going to be keeping. All right, so that is 14 items that I'm going to be removing from my collection, and I'm pretty happy with that. It's not a huge number, but honestly, I didn't even realize it was going to be this much. I did a pretty good job with the blush and maybe somewhat the highlighters, but definitely a blush helped me a lot with just honestly just being honest with myself. Do I like it? Do I need it? And there's a lot of blush I know that I have multiple shades like of the same shade, but it is my favorite shade, so that's why I kept so many. But some of these other ones I've just had to be honest with myself. Like, I know I said I wanted to pan this Revlon, but I know it's patchy and I know it's old and I just don't like it. So yeah, I am gonna say goodbye to all 14 of these. Some I'm gonna pass on, some like these Essence bronzers. I just think the formula is gone, to be honest, so I'm not going to pass those on. But somebody will love this Kiko Milano. It's just so beautiful, just not for me. And some of these else, most of them actually, will just be passed on. So yeah, that is my video. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.